Hi there, crypto fans. Dick Allgire here in beautiful Honolulu, Hawaii, the park behind me. Yes, the FTX debacle continues. The ripples are flowing throughout the crypto world and the financial world in general. And I want to talk today about the big picture, what this really means. This is really important, so stay with me. This is the big picture, the ultimate problem that we're having here. If you're not familiar with the case, Sam Bankman-Fried and his strange little girlfriend, Caroline Ellison, were running a huge Ponzi scheme, and there were some bigger names above them that were helping them do this. So he started this exchange called FTX. They made a shitcoin called FTT that was basically worthless. They pumped that up, got the value in that, got people to put money into their exchange, took the customers' money, leveraged it with something called Alameda Research. It was a big shell game, a big Ponzi scheme, and it was like 10 to 15, 20 billion dollars. Just that's the first bill that's coming due. Now, there are a lot of people that are invested in stocks, pensions, bonds, the legacy system, that are pointing to we crypto people saying, aha, we told you so. See, that crypto thing is a house of cards. Glad I didn't invest in that. But they're sticking with their system. And the bad news is, this is the bad news. Whatever FTX was doing with leveraging, with taking worthless money and then leveraging that and putting it on another ledger and just all the little shenanigans. The legacy system, and that would mean, folks, your 401k, your pension, your Social Security, your bonds, the whole stock market, the whole thing is magnitudes worse. It is exponentially more phony than FTX was. And when the day of reckoning really comes, what you saw happen to FTX, where it went from 16 billion to zero immediately, is going to happen to all the legacy stuff. The bigger picture behind that is what is going to happen to the financial system. What's going to happen to the financial system is we are going to go what is called a triple entry accounting. That's distributed ledger blockchain. What we have right now is a system where you need governments, you need well, we don't need central banks, but they use central banks to do the verification of the ledger. With blockchain, you don't need governments, you don't need central banks. It's called a triple entry ledger, triple entry accounting. And with a blockchain, it's trustless. The verification is the system itself. When that system comes fully on board, we don't need governments anymore. Let me ask you a question. Why do they call counties counties? Because that's where they do the counting. That's where they count the valuable pieces of property that are owned by the owner of the trust. Counties are in place to do the counting, to count the product. I don't want to get too deep into that. It's a very deep subject. But once we no longer need counties or federal governments, they will go away. We go to distributed ledger, and we go to a system that is run on blockchain, and nations will fail. That was a happy report, wasn't it? That was a lot. That was a mouthful I just talked about right there. That's a lot to absorb. We talk about this and we explain this on our private site, patreon.com/CryptoViewing. We have a lot of experts that understand this, and we do discussions and point out where the world is headed. It is going to be a really wild ride coming up soon.